We're going to be creating this pretty pink Santa baby tumbler today. I used a 30-ounce straight AF tumbler from Mother Tumblers. I started out by placing 1-inch painter's tape to the tumbler. This is the vertical stripes of Santa's suit where we'll be applying the white glitter. So there's going to be 2 rows of this tape applied vertically, and then we're also going to be applying it horizontally as well. I know there's a tool out there that will help make sure that the lines are straight. Unfortunately, I don't have this tool, but I just kind of eyeballed it and it turned out fine. Once you have your vertical lines set up, we're going to move on to the horizontal lines on the tumbler. You're going to do the same thing and apply 2 rows of the painter's tape horizontally. And this is going to be the belt portion of Santa's suit, which will be applying the black glitter. Next, we'll be taking our craft knife where the tape meets up vertically and horizontally. We're just going to score those sections and we'll be removing them later on to paint each section. Next, I'm just taking a light pink acrylic paint to prime or prep my tumbler. We're going to be painting all the exposed stainless steel portions, and this is going to be Santa's suit jacket. I'm going in with Sugar Cookie, which can be found in our shop. It's a gorgeous baby pink iridescent glitter, and it reflects gold. How gorgeous is Sugar Cookie? Now what we're going to do is just shake off the excess or tap off the excess, and we're going to move on to the next section of the Santa suit jacket. Now we're going to move on to the white section of the tumbler. I'm going to just peel off the painter's tape. My X-Acto knife wasn't the sharpest, so I'm just going to go in with my X-Acto knife and cut off the strips that I need to be removed. And there we go. So now we're just going to take a white paint. It could be acrylic or a primer paint with the same Wet n Wild brush. I'm just going to carefully bump up the white paint up to the pink glittered section, trying to be very careful, and then we will go into applying our glitter. I'm using Opulence glitter here. This is an white opal custom mix glitter that can also be found in our shop. This has to be my favorite opal glitter that we have, and it has irregular cut pieces, different shapes and sizes. It's absolutely gorgeous. So now we're going to remove the horizontal painter's tape. This is going to be Santa's belt portion. I'm going in with a black acrylic paint and the same Wet n Wild brush. We're going to be applying a thin layer of this paint, and we'll be applying our black glitter. This is Black Tie Affair. This has to be my favorite black glitter because it will shine under epoxy. As you can see, some of the black glitter is going onto the pink and white sections. You don't have to worry about this. Next, I'm taking a fan brush. This is just a Wet n Wild dollar brush, and we're just going to sweep away the black glitter, and it's all cleaned up. I forgot to film the next step, but once you're done glittering, you're going to want to let the tumbler dry. I would say about 2 to 4 hours, and then you're going to want to seal this. So I take Rust-Oleum 2 times clear coats spray paint, and you're going to want to apply a couple coats and then let that dry. And then once that dries, you can go ahead and start with your first coat of epoxy. I start off epoxying the pink and white sections, and then the last part I will do the black belt section. Once you're done applying the epoxy, let the tumbler cure, and then you'll be ready for sanding. I'm using a 60 grit sanding block here, and I'm giving my tumbler a good sand. I'm making sure that the bottom rim is completely smooth, and then I'll move to the top rim. You're going to make sure to leave a thin line of stainless steel so when you apply your next coat of epoxy, there's a good seal. And I'm going in with my vinyl strips. You can use whichever colors you like. I'm using light pink, gold. Now it's time to add the rest of the decals. This is just a star decal that I wanted at the back of the tumbler, and then I'll be adding the gold belt buckle and the gold buttons. I definitely recommend using transfer tape here. I don't know why I was being so stubborn, but I did struggle a little bit here, so I suggest using transfer tape. I'll leave links below of where you can purchase all of these decals. When applying the buttons, I always start at the top and then I'll do the bottom button so the center button is lined up properly. Once you have all your decals on, you're going to want to seal them in. I use polyacrylic. You'll apply a thin layer, let that dry for a couple of hours, and then you'll be ready for your final coats of epoxy. Isn't she gorgeous? I love this design. Let me know if you try it.